good afternoon everyone. I'm Tanvir in front of you, and I'll be talking about the sourcing decisions in a supply chain. Now, in the sourcing decisions in supply chain, there is a important topic that will be the sourcing decision in-house or out-house. Going to that decision, we have to remember some things like the fixed assets in the machinery equipment of a company, the capabilities. So, regarding those points, I'm going to discuss about 2 points at first. First, the capacity aggregation. In the capacity aggregation, there are many companies who want to sell their products in the market. Now, for them, we're talking about the capacity of production. If suppose company A have the production capability of 1,000 units, but certainly they need a capability of 2,000 units. Will they go for like increasing their capacity by increasing their fixed cost, or will they go for the same thing to the third party? Now, it will be a great mistake if the forecasting is that the fixed cost is very much higher than the production capability. Now, in order to produce those 2,000 units, that is extra of 1,000 from the previous orders, we need to increase the fixed cost. That can increase by 100 million or 10 million. But for that small amount of things, it will be a full division. So, in case of the division, we are going in-house or out-house sourcing. If we have the capability to produce the amount of demand perfectly, we should go for in-house. Otherwise, if we don't have the capacity, we should go for out-house. And the second point, the inventory aggregation. Now, in order to gain some inventory, we need a big warehouse. Like some companies like WW Grainger and McMaster Carr, they are like they produce hundreds and thousands of products. Now, in case of their supply to the customers, they maintain a big and large inventory. They have the capability. But small companies, like if we talk about some local companies, like in Bangladesh, we can find Symphony. Symphony doesn't have as much as the big amount of space to like inventory their products, like the Apple or Samsung. If Apple, it will be a foolish decision for Symphony to go for a huge inventory. Now, in case of their inventory, they also need to sell and they also need to be profitable in the market. To be profitable, they should go for a third party out-house sourcing. And if the Apple, Samsung, these companies have the capability to inventory their products in their own warehouses, they should go for in-house aggregation. That's all.
Okay. Any question? Any questions from audience? All right.
My group member has debate about the previous points. Now I will discuss about the transportation aggregation of transport intermediaries. The third party may increase the surplus by aggregating the transportation function to a higher level than any supplier. That any shipper can do that on its own. Some examples of it: UPS, FedEx, and the host of LTL carriers. These are the examples of transportation intermediaries that increase the supply chain surplus by creating transportation across a variety of shippers. When shippers want to send small quantities, the transportation intermediary aggregates shipments across multiple shippers, thus lowering the cost of each shipment below what could be achieved by the shipper alone. That's all.
Okay. Do you know FedEx? What is their activities?
Courier service.
International courier service. FedEx, and can you mention any other international courier servicing brand? DHL, okay, FedEx, DHL, and UPS.
UPS.
Okay, so in the point of transportation aggregation, FedEx has been mentioned in this point. What is the logic to mention this brand name in this point?
the supply chain, here we can see that if one company wants to send its product through for international marketing, so it will be very costly for him to arrange it himself. So it will be cheap, it will cost cheaply if it can be sent by the courier services like FedEx or DHL.
Okay, thank you very much. Follow, switch on that light.
Hello everyone, it's me Rashmi Kapoor, and I want to honor Jordan. This question is by store internet. The third party can store inventory can also increase the supply chain surplus executed inbound and outbound transportation. When a company produces product and they provide their product other retailer or intermediaries like dealer, then they can lower their storage cost and they easily provide the product from the various type of customer. This is very useful for the company. They transportation their product and store their product also by lowest cost.
Any queries? I'm asking audience. Any queries? No, that's fine. Next.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rashid Jaman, and today's my presentation topic is warehousing aggregation. This is the topic. A third party may increase the supply chain surplus by aggregating warehousing needs over several firms. Here they say that if my ability of warehousing is 1,000 units and I need warehousing in 1,500 units, so I need more 500 units of warehousing. In that case, if I arrange a place for 15 extra 15 warehousing, then my fixed cost will be increased. In that case, I need to arrange place for extra 500 units in rent. Here, Walmart, Amazon, and Grainger are sufficiently large and stable to justify their own warehouse.
Why Amazon has been used as an example of this topic, of your topic?
Amazon is a big organization and they have many products.
Yes, but how Amazon can save the storage cost as a third party?
They use online as their warehousing.
Right, exactly. So, can they play as a third party role for other global supply chain department? Can Amazon play as a third party role for other global supply chain department for sourcing decision? Yes, definitely. And do you think by using Amazon as third party, it can have a matter of saving cost?
Yes.
Okay. And is there any risk using Amazon as a third party? Is there any risk?
Everywhere this but less risky.
Alright. But they have some risk. For the origin of business, they have some risk because Amazon is now one of the most desirable online business stores where near about each and every day 40 million people visitors they are visiting their website for purchasing and for trading their products. Okay, so they can be very huge risk if someone is using them as a third party for sourcing decision. Okay, all right. Next.
this.
Carry on. We have limited time.
This is Dr. Dasya Kasi, my name is Dr. Davarajaya and I'm mentioning the next topic under the heading in-house or outsource. My topic name is procurement aggregation. Procurement is the process of finding, agreeing terms and agreeing goods, service or works from an external source. And the typical procurement aggregation is where the supplier is forced by buyers to continue to offer price sacrifice in exchange for the opportunity of future business. Like Walmart has sufficient skill that it manages its own procurement. And where the small buyers of India can't do that.
Okay, there is Walmart, the famous retail stores in this world, and it's a global brand for departmental store. So this Walmart has been used as an ideal example of procurement aggregation. Do you have any idea about their activities? How they are procuring from third-party logistics for their display? Anyone can make it answer? How Walmart is using as an ideal example of this point.
So they have sufficient warehouse.
They have sufficient warehouse, but topic is procurement.
So that's why they don't need to procure from third party.
But they are using actually third party for this 70% production.
They use their packaging.
For many things they are using their third party logistics support. Walmart near about 60 to 70% production গুলো থার্ড পার্টি লজিস্টিক্স সাপোর্ট থেকে নেয়। বুঝতে পারছো? তারা নিজস্ব প্রোডাকশনে খুব কম আসে। এবং ওয়ালমার্ট হচ্ছে বিশ্বের একমাত্র ডিপার্টমেন্টাল স্টোর যারা সবচেয়ে কম দামে ভ্যালু প্রোডাক্ট সাপ্লাই করতে পারে। বিশ্বের অন্য কোনো ইনস্টিটিউশন এটা পারে না। ইডিএলপি তাদের প্রথম মূল্য নির্ধারণ কৌশল, যারা প্রথম এই কনসেপ্টটা চালু করে, এভরিডে লো প্রাইসিং। This is the first initiating of pricing method that has been adopted by Walmart. বাংলাদেশ থেকে যতগুলো গার্মেন্টস রেডিমেড গার্মেন্টস পোশাক তৈরি হয় তার প্রায় 60 to 65% পারচেজিং করে আছে ওয়ালমার্ট। ইটস এ বিগ ইনস্টিটিউশন।
Best middleman.
Of course.
Middleman হিসেবে তারা সবচেয়ে best.
Of course. তারা মাত্র 30 থেকে 32% প্রোডাক্ট তারা নিজেরা তৈরি করে। বাকিগুলো বিশ্বের বিভিন্ন জায়গা থেকে, বিশেষ করে ডেভেলপিং কান্ট্রি থেকে তারা তৈরি করে এনে ওই প্রোডাক্টের ট্যাগলাইন ইউজ করে, তাদের নিজস্ব ট্যাগলাইন ইউজ করে ডিসপ্লেতে সেল করছে। That's the reason Walmart has been mentioned in this point, procurement. Okay. Next.
Assalamualaikum, this is Father Pedro Sisu and my parent ID is 151421115. My topic is information aggregation. One of the major decision factor of the supply chain sourcing decision that will be either in-house or outsourcing is information aggregation. A third party may increase the supply by aggregation information of a higher level that can be achieved by a firm performing the function in-house. For example, eBay. eBay is the example of online retail store. They provide the information for the customer and it was low cost. It was helpful for customer. They don't need to visit every store. They just visit the website and it was helpful for customer to collect the information. That's all my presentation.
Okay, that's nice. Next.
everybody, this is Jamil. My everyone has one for development for. My presentation topic is in-house or outsource, and my topic is receivable aggregation. Third party may increase the supply chain surplus if it can aggregate the receivable risk to a higher level than firm or it has a lower collection cost than the firm. Like that, this process, buyer can be, seller can be buying a lot of product, like that a buyer more than 50 or more manufacturer companies product buying, and these buyer sell their product one place. But if I will buy a product, 5 type of product, like that I need to go the 5 showroom. But this process also 5 product give one place. In this case, we save our time and money cost. That's a lot of advantages.
So is that benefit or disadvantages?
Benefit, like that, benefit for seller, not more than organization, because
Don't make a sound, okay?
More customer go to their shop and they have a lot of product.
Is there any risk for accounts receivable?
Maybe it's manufacturer, not customer. This product say third party.
Okay, right. So I'm giving you the clue. It's mostly it has been a very advantageous shape for both buyer and sellers. Suppose you are a seller, I mean supply chain manager. You are taking the sourcing decision. So someone is placing order to you and you are bypassing that order to third party. On this case, you are demanding advance from the order placing group. So suppose you are getting 5 crore, but when you are bypassing this order to third party, you are paying them 2 crore as in advance. So they are doing their activities. By this time you are investing these 3 crore in another project. And after completing the product, accounts payable, they are paying rest of the money and you are finally paying the money to the third party group. So this is the case why most of the supply chain manager, they are taking their major decision for outsourcing. It's a free investment business. Okay? All right.
Hello everyone, my name is Najmul Islam. My training rank is on protocol 034. My topic is relationship aggregation. Sometimes seller face some difficulty to communicate with buyer when buyers are thousands of millions of people. Then they can use an intermediary by using to communicate the buyer and intermediary help to sell their product to direct the customer. That's all.
Alright. So for explaining relationship aggregation, Grainger and McMaster has been used as an ideal example in this case. But Grainger is basically not producing any basic products. They are providing some facilities in automotive industry, like repairing facilities, some manufacturing facilities of spare parts, and some operational activities. Basically, they are not producing any fundamental product. But on top of that, they are maintaining huge networking for
Using they are intermediate.
Intermediate. So how it has been an ideal example for explaining this point?
Because they don't need to communicate with customer directly. They can easily communicate with them by using their agents.
So they are maintaining actually relationship
Yes,
for creating network.
with intermediate or agent.
Okay, that's nice. Any queries from other sitting guys? No.
Assalamualaikum sir, I'm Samar Rahman. I am one of the development grade 6. So the topic is sourcing between a supply chain, that it should be in-house or outsourced. So the some points have been given here. The house third page is the supply chain surplus.
Take the attendance in a blank
So I'm
place.
going to discuss the last point of this topic, which is lower cost and higher quality. The third point will increase the supply chain surplus. It provides lower cost or higher quality relative to the firm. If these benefits come from specialization and learning, they are likely to be sustainable over the longer term. So in this situation, a common scenario, however, is one in which a third party has a low-cost location that a firm does not have. In situation, lower labor and overhead costs are temporary reasons for a firm for outsourcing, because if the wage differential is persistent and the third party offers none of the other advantage discussed in earlier, it is best for the firm to maintain ownership and offshore production to the lower cost location. That's all.
Alright, this is a very not so standard way. If we are saying that taking the decision of outsourcing, passively we can say we are saving money, but it will be a huge question of balance for maintaining the high quality. When it will be a question of balance? When it's a matter of modification, sudden product modification, sudden customer customization of your product. I'm explaining you and I'm giving you some clues. Different customers from different countries, those are attracted by Dell. So the product requirement, components requirement, those are coming from Bangladesh, that will not be same and similar from any other European country. Okay? So this is a flexible modification, product customization facilities that is Dell is maintaining. But when you are taking for the decision outsourcing, then these activities will be failure system. What will be your opinion?
They are producing the high quality. That's the firm's advantage of. That's why they are getting information about outsourcing.
But if customers, they do not have any requirement for high quality,
Then they have requirements for lower cost. Okay. And the lower cost is either from the overhead, the labor cost and overhead. So those countries provide lower cost or overhead as less. So in this situation, my outsourcing decision will be regarding on those factors.
so do you think there is huge challenge in this case?
For Bangladesh, it's not much because
No, I'm asking you from point of view of Dell. Is there any risk they will face? Is there any challenge they will face?
yes, there are huge risks about payment and other stuff. I only consider this topic.
Yeah, I'm asking you related this topic.
I'm not sure.
Okay. বিষয়টা হচ্ছে যে মডিফিকেশন এবং কাস্টমাইজেশন বলতে বোঝানো হচ্ছে যে সার্টেন কাস্টমারের কিছু বেসিক রিকোয়ারমেন্ট থাকতে পারে। যেমন আমি বলতে পারি বাংলাদেশের প্রতিনিধি হয়ে আমি বলতে পারি আমার 20,000 বা 25,000 টাকার মধ্যে এই স্পেসিফিক ম্যাটেরিয়ালস দিয়ে কম্পোনেন্টস দিয়ে কম্পিউটার আমাকে তৈরি করে দিতে হবে। পোল্যান্ড কিন্তু এই রিকোয়ারমেন্ট চাইবে না। পোল্যান্ড বলবে যে আমাকে আরো বেশি কম্পোনেন্ট দিয়ে আমাকে ডেল কম্পিউটার তৈরি করে দিতে হবে। মডেল উইল বি সেম। ডেল ভস্ট্রো দ্যাট ইজ সোল্ড ইন বাংলাদেশ, দ্যাট উইল বি সোল্ড ইন পোল্যান্ড। এই যে ডিফারেন্ট কাস্টমারের ডিফারেন্ট রিকোয়ারমেন্ট, এটাকে ম্যাচ আপ করা তো ডেলের জন্য মুশকিল হবে যদি সে থার্ড পার্টি সোর্সিং ডিসিশনে আসে। তাহলে অর্ডার ভিন্ন হচ্ছে না, মডেল কিন্তু সেম।
What the customer needs, I should provide those.
Right, exactly. You have to filter your customer requirements. You have to filter your customer order. Okay? এইটা হচ্ছে একটা প্লেসিং এর বিষয়। এটা একটা টাফ ডিসিশন হয়, চ্যালেঞ্জ মিট করা মুশকিল। এরকম তো আমি দুটো এক্সাম্পল বললাম। হাজার হাজার শত শত অর্ডার কিন্তু প্লেসিং হয়, ওই অর্ডারগুলোকে ফিল্টারিং করাটা মুশকিল। তাহলে হাই কোয়ালিটি অনেক সময় এনশিওর হয় না, আবার হাই কোয়ালিটি এনশিওর হলে লো কস্টটা এনশিওর হয় না। That is the question of balance. That is the end, right? End of this group. Group number, next group.